Here we go again, back with more Pro Cycling Manager and our Road to Monument series. Today we're doing a home tour, the Post Denmark Rund, and we're actually in my hometown of Esbjerg. It's as you can see where I live, has no climbs at all, no mountain sprints, completely flat stage, 2-point sprints. I'm not going to be driving this one and looking at the entire tour. This one, 2 climbs, this one, 3 climbs. This one is actually a very hilly stage in real life, so it's a bit of a mistake in my opinion that they haven't made it more hilly, but you can see I'll probably drive this one as well. Competitor wise, we're up into difficulty. There's 5 flat stages and a time trial, but looking at my competitors, you can see 78 sprint Wout Lippert from Canada. We are up against some real world tour teams here, so it should be really difficult honestly to take some stage one here, but hopefully we can get in some breakaways instead and maybe win the mountain jersey. Or as it's called in this race, the hill jersey, because we don't have any mountains in Denmark. But yeah, that's it for this introduction. Let's get into stage number 2 by simulating through stage number 1. First stage was won by Ruffoni from Bardiani team in front of 3 Lampra riders who apparently couldn't work together, so they decided all sprinting, Pivonik, Solo and Argiro. We ended up finishing best on our team, 44th place. Of course, they're simulating through it. I don't think we had much chance with our 68 sprinting. But yeah, let's get to stage 2 with the 2 hill sprints and try and get to a breakaway. Okay, before we get to stage 2, we actually have the final day to decide what team we want to sign with for the next season. I want to sign with one of the Pro Continental teams, so I'm already decided to down to 3 teams here: Caja Royal, Direct Energy, Funwick, Soul, Cyclist, Carrefour. We look at teammates, we have Saug, Dempster, Otasun. Doesn't really look like the strongest team, this team. Direct Energy is a pretty famous team. I'm pretty sure it was the old Europe car team. That's pretty much the remains of that. We have Brian Coquard, who of course is doing really well this season as well. Sylvain Chavanel, probably not going to be a force that much longer, but he's still a legend of the game. And Roman Tecart is pretty capable in the mountains as well. Caja Royal, of course, Spanish team. Bilbao, Padilla and Masmonet, they're probably going to be especially present in the Vuelta a España. And yeah, of course the Spanish one week and 1 day races as well. So I'm thinking Direct Energy, just because it's the strongest team, and we're sadly enough probably not going to get promoted. Looking at the standings here, I think it's the top 2 teams in here, the CQ rankings, who are going to get promoted. We could actually take Caja Royal for Torneo Vital Concept. Of course, they're probably not going to take NC. They'll have to overtake Boagon for Torneo and Caja Royal to get promoted. If I take Caja Royal and they get overtaken by Boagon or something like that, I think I'm actually going to take Caja Royal here, just because there's a good chance they might be in the World Tour next year. We're going to do that. I've just changed my mind apparently. I have to go to the contract signing. So we go to contract and we're going to sign next year with Caja Royal. I didn't expect to be racing for them. Let's sign 3,500 euros for 1 year contract. Hopefully we'll be racing in the World Tour next year. Let's get to stage 2. And the profile of stage 2 looks as follows: from Grænsted to Aarhus in Denmark, the second biggest town. 2 hills. Hopefully we can make it in the breakaway and make it long enough that we can compete for both of these hills and take the mountain jersey. Just wearing it 1 day will give us a big boost in XP. Let's get into the race. Okay, so we're closing into the first climb, and that's a breakaway 5 minutes ahead. I've tried to attack 3 or 4 times, but I'm not allowed to get away. I don't get it. I know I'm the captain, but I'm the captain of like the 4th worst team, and I'm not going to have a chance of winning the time trial or any of the other. I don't really know why they consider me a threat. Moscon from Sky has been wheeling me in for Kienka. They have a 3-man team, but he's probably even one of the favorites to win the race, just because this is 5 flat stages and a time trial. So I'm honestly considering Kienka, even though he has practically no teammates. And if every other team was smart, they'll just isolate him immediately by attacking constantly. But yeah, no one's doing anything, so I'm actually considering losing time on purpose. Maybe that'll let me get away if I'm not a threat for the overall classification. So I'm thinking like in the last 10-20 kilometers, might just maybe lose 5 minutes or so. Maybe it'll work, I don't know. But I don't think I'll have a chance of winning the stage either way. so it might just be my best chance. So we'll probably drop a few seconds and yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, so I decided to drop back. Now slowly going my own pace. Probably going to finish about 3, 4, 5 minutes behind. Going around 50 here. Going through a little barrier as well. Let's see, Adam Blythe ended up winning the stage ahead of yesterday's winner Rovoni. Sparkly taking third, and I take third to last. But yeah, let's see, Treffer Rabeck from our team finished in 10th place, so that's good for our team honestly, to have a guys finishing as far ahead as that. We'll probably end up losing 6-7 minutes. Hopefully that'll allow us a chance to go in the breakaway tomorrow. So we end up losing 5 minutes and 13 seconds, putting us effectively out of the running for the overall classification, which we probably could have had a pretty good chance at with our 65 time trial and 76 flat. We might have gotten a top 20, 30 placements, but that doesn't give us any XP. What is more easy to get XP is to get in the breakaway and just stay in the breakaway, maybe win some mountain classifications. I actually ended up getting third on that last one because I attacked and caught one of the breakaway riders. So we have 4 points. That's, I mean, it's better than nothing. So hopefully that'll give us maybe the point needed to take the jersey tomorrow. Okay, this is stage 3. It's the hilliest of the stages. Starts off with 3 climbs here. Hopefully we can get 3 wins and pretty much secure ourselves the victory. You can see it is actually some of the hill riders here who are the favorites as well. So this is good news. Hopefully it'll allow me to get away, as I am one of the last guys in the overall classification. Let's try it out. Okay, so it does seem like I have managed to get away. There's still some breakaway attempts down in the peloton, but I'm at least going to compete for this first sprint here. Let's just put up to 90 now, and I think we're stronger than Gregor and Bor here, the other 2 Danish riders in this breakaway. Hopefully it'll be enough to take this mountain sprint here. We're already getting away from them here. I just want to get over this climb, then they can get back and catch me again. Okay, they're not even really competing for this one. This is 10 more points for me. It puts me up to 2nd overall. Nice. Okay, back to about 60 sprint again. We'll probably see them slowly catch me again. About 3 men. We can't really establish a breakaway, it seems. I'm up to 3rd, tied 2nd right now for the classification. Banasek, a Polish rider now. Behind me still 2 more riders, Gregor and Voa, the 2 other riders from before. Still we are about 3 minutes ahead now, so it seems like this is going to be these 4 riders competing for what's it called? Yeah, the breakaway and the mountain points. Good news for me. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I don't really care too much about those points anyway. So yeah, if he wants to sprint for them, go ahead. I'll save my energy for what's it called? The mountain sprint instead, because that's where I want to win my jersey and wear a jersey. I mean, it's pretty easy to win this jersey as well, because there's so little climbs. There's a really short stage tomorrow. That's time trial, and I don't even think there's any climbs on the final stage. So if you win all 3 today, you're in for a really good shot at taking the overall mountain jersey as well. Okay, we're nearing the 2nd climb now, around 4 or 5 kilometers to go. 6 minutes leads to the peloton, so they're not going to be a threat either. Put it up to 90 again. Let's see who can keep on. Battle. We have some attacks from all riders here. I don't really care too much about going 99 because this is really important to me, both for development of my ride and also just for the race in total. And yeah, even when attacking, they couldn't keep up with my tough pace. I am the best hill rider in this group, so it looks like my gamble with falling back yesterday is paying off. Let's see if we can make it to the final climb. There's still 65 kilometers to the next climb. Let's see if we can make it there as well. We'll go all out trying to get those points and secure ourselves a mountain jersey. 7 kilometers to the climb. We still have a minute and a half, so this will be between these 4 riders once again, deciding who will take the jersey. And yeah, let's see what can happen after that. Maybe we'll try and solo our way to a good finish here. Go at around 90 once again here up this climb. We'll start the climb in first here. 1.7, you can see all teams now starting their little sprint as well. 95, we're slowly getting away here as well. Try and put it around 85 here and go solo for the remainder of the stage. It will be difficult to get away from the peloton. We'll of course have a lot of great riders. This is the finish line. It's a pretty steep hill here. You can see this is the one we're going over as well the last time. It's short but it's steep. It's Banasek, Farlowing and Gregor still trying to work together to close the gap up to me again. But they'll have a lot of difficulties doing that because I'm not going to. Okay, massive crash apparently. Napolitano going down and 4 of my teammates. Only 98 riders remaining in the peloton. I don't know if that slowed the peloton down. I can hope it did. But even though that'd be a bit mean to hope for crashes when you want to win. But yeah, might be my chance. You can see all 4 riders here quite a way back now. 11 kilometers to the finish line. I don't know what pace to go with. Slow down to 75. Into the last 10 here. It'll be very close to see if we can keep the peloton behind us here. 130 ahead of a chasing peloton now. Just go a bit downhill here. That's I don't know if that's my advantage. Before we head to the final climb, it's pretty steep, so I'm not counting anything yet. Just go a bit uphill here. I think we're going to get caught just 2 kilometers before the finish line. We can't keep them behind us. I'll just go on 99 here and see if we can get a top 10 finish. I think we'll get bonus XP for top 10. Brachel for Cannondale. It's the hill riders and sprinters. It's the combined riders here. Sprachli, Lippert, Pibernik, Fani, Blythe. I think we're going to get like 14th here. 14th, 15th I think we got. And we take the Mountain Jersey, a great stage. Let's get to the results and see what we're looking at right now. Okay, so these are the results. We did of course end up getting very close to getting away solo, winning the stage. And of course, sadly enough, taking only 14th place, just 4 places outside of the top 10. On one of the sprint stages coming up, we might be able to get a top 10 finish. Let's try it out. Mountain classification rise, we're in the lead by 18 points over Buckhead. Yeah, the other 3 breakaway riders are also about the same points behind, but good stage overall for me. Otherwise, only actually 70 riders made it in the front group here, which puts us up right now to, what are we now? 85 overall, because we of course gained some time after pretty much being the last after yesterday. Profile for stage 4 is 1 hill, so that's 10 points on the line. That's actually only we have actually guaranteed ourselves the Mountain Jersey just by this now. So we'll simulate through stage 4 and 5, and then we'll do stage 6 to win the Mountain Jersey. Okay, so after simulating through 2 stages, we ended up finishing about 16th in the time trial. Pretty impressive. If we decided to go for top 10, we probably could have managed that as well. We didn't get an XP for getting the breakaway, which I don't understand because we haven't done any 8C racer at all. So I really don't get it. I don't know why we didn't get an XP for that. We didn't get an XP from getting the Mountain Jersey either. So I'm a bit confused about all of this. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get some XP for winning the jersey entirely. Otherwise, it's been a bit of a waste of time. I was really hoping for XP. Haven't seen any. This time, I don't think I'll go in the breakaway. We'll just stay in the peloton and hopefully we can manage to get a top 10 finish in the final sprint. Okay, last 20 kilometers now. Been a lot of wind today. I completely forgot mentioning that Navadauskas finished second in the sprint, but he has some bonus seconds, so he ended up taking the yellow jersey ahead of Godin from 83, who ended up winning the sprint. Kienke ended up in like 5th or 6th place, and he's now 5th or 6th overall as well, of course. So a bit disappointing from him, considering he has probably by far the best stats. But you can see the wind is tearing up this group. A lot of riders here not looking happy about this result. Let's see if we can find his wheel here, or at least one of the sprinters' wheel, and maybe they can lead us to a good finish here. We'll go a bit on the outside here, a bit out in the wind. Costs you, of course, a bit of energy, but just might be worth it if you can find the correct wheel in good time. Sitting big by the Pibernik, Blythe, who have done pretty well on the first couple of stages as well. It's just about finding who's going to win today. Sparkly finished second in the hill stage, of course. So that's why I'm happy I rode the hill stage, because otherwise it would have just been a sprint stage if I had simulated through it. And of course I got me the mountain jersey as well, since there have been no climbs today at all. 8 kilometers to go. 31 riders in the peloton. I'm going to move up even further up in the standings. None of my teammates here. I finished 16th or 15th, the best on my entire team in a time trial, which I was really surprised, positively surprised as well about. Let's see. Single wheel of Blythe here. 4th wheel right now. I don't have a lot of Indy left, but I think I found the right train anyway. And then the train died out. I don't know really what happened there. Now Dauskas now moving up to go, riding for Godin, who's second in the overall standings at the moment. Hofani, Blythe, bit caught in behind some other riders here, and I don't know why I wasn't suddenly counter sprinting Hofani anymore. But oh well, apparently I wasn't on his wheel exactly 200 meters before he started sprinting. I was for the entire other part of the race, but just then, no more. Let's see, doesn't look like it'll be a top 10 finish today. Or be close, just outside again, I think. I think it'll be 14th, 15th. So like the first out of these 6 days, it's the third time or so I'm going to finish 15th, 16th. Bit annoyed about it. Sparkly, I think, is going to win it. Not enough, of course, to take the jersey. Now Adauskas is here. I didn't get enough bonus seconds to take the jersey from him. I finished in the top. I think I finished exactly 14th again. I think that's the third or second time or something like that in this stage race. I finished 14th. Just one of that top 10 finish. But I'll probably push me up to about top 60, top 50 overall. So let's see the new results and see if I get an XP for winning the mountain jersey. Sparkly wins the race, and yeah, finished 14th, 52nd overall. After dropping 5 minutes on purpose, we can just check out stage 1. How much time did I lose there? I lost 5:13. Let's take that from this time. That's 5. That's 19 seconds, so I would have finished in 10th place. Would it have been worth it? I probably wouldn't have gotten that mountain jersey. So it's a bit of what do you value the most? I value the mountain jersey. It probably doesn't matter at all, since I don't think I get any XP from it. Hey, I got category 3. I don't think I got any XP, but I got a category 3 for some reason. Doesn't make any sense. But this now gives me access to the first World Tour races of the season. If, of course, I have changed to Cagliari now. If we get a wildcard for any of, for example, the Santos Down Under, I will be participating here. That could be a really good race for me to perhaps go in some breakaways and get more XP, which is pretty much what this entire series is about. I don't really know what there is to do for the remainder of this season now. We have Trofeo Internazionale Bastianelli. This is the only 5 races we have left in the season. An under 23 race, which is pretty hilly. That could be easy to win. This one, I don't know who's competing, but we might have a chance here as well. Probably do these 2 ones in the next video. Croatia, Slovenia, another hill stage, 1-day classic. Stockholm, flat sprint, and another hill race. So I'll probably do 2 or 3 of these in one video and the other 2 in the other video. We also have the World Championship. I don't know if I've been selected for any teams yet, but we might do that as well. But this is it for this video. If you enjoyed me qualifying for my first World Tour races and winning my first mountain jersey in my first HC category race, then please leave a like and comment down below and subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'll upload changing every second day. So Monday, Wednesday and Friday I'm uploading my series. So if it's Monday one week, it will be Monday, Friday, then Wednesday next week, and then Monday next week again, and then Friday. And of course the other series will be Wednesday, then Monday next week, and then Friday, and then Wednesday, and then Monday and Friday. So it'll go like that. I think I get it. And then of course I'll also upload every single World Tour race on top of that. And sometimes as well I'll upload some other races if I find them interesting enough to record.